Hey, chums, whiskey pals, it's Vic, the Whiskey Minister here, coming to you live from the north of Scotland, working through my 100 drams in 22. It's been, I think, about a week since I've been online, and I look back, I've done up to number 7, so I'm going to do number 8 tonight. And I've just done a wee bit of calculating, that's 8 in a month, that's 96 in a year, so I'm a wee bit behind schedule. But hey, I'm sure I'll catch up some drams somewhere. So I was thinking about what I was going to do for my next dram, and I got my next pack in for the Really Good Whiskey Company's blind tasting tomorrow night. I'm not going to be able to do it, a bit of a shame. However, they also sent me a few compass box samples. Now, they're making a bit of a star in the industry, seem to be getting really popular and bringing up about transparency in the industry, doing some really interesting things. I've heard about them, but I've actually never tasted any other products. So I was really pleased to get these 3 samples through from Shelley and Alex at the Really Good Whiskey Company. So I got one called the Peat Monster Compass Box. This is an interesting one. It's called The Story of the Spaniard. I think that's probably got to do with sherry casks. I'll have to look it up. But the one I'm going to taste tonight for my 8th dram and 100 drams in 22 is one called the Spice Tree. Now, the very interesting thing about Compass Box is if you go on their website, you get all the information about what's in here, and you can download a fact sheet that tell, and I've got it on the screen in front of me, and it's absolutely fascinating. It's telling me what's in this dram, and it's a malted blend, a blended malt. Get your words right, but it's a blended malt, and I've got on the screen in front of me what's in it. It tells me what spirit, in what type of cask, and in what proportions. It's absolutely fascinating getting that kind of information. Now, I know that's the kind of thing Compass Box is kind of trying, almost wanting to impose on the industry. Now, I don't think that kind of rule should be imposed. If people want to supply that information like Compass Box have done, fantastic. If other people don't want to, well, I'm fine with that. So, but I'm looking at this sheet here from Compass Box, and the majority of the spirit in here is what they call their Highland Malt Blend. But it's in loads of different types of casks. And that Highland Malt Blend is 60% Glenmurray, 25% Tomatin, and 15% Balmena. So you know what's in their Highland Malt Blend. And then they tell you what casks it's in. It's like 17% of custom French oak casks, 9% in light toasted custom French oak casks, some more in medium to heavy toast, some more in heavy toast. Fascinating. But what I saw in it, it's also got 4% of this is from the Dilluan distillery in a refill hogshead. And it's to try and give it some meatiness. And it's also got 14% of the blend is Faith Clynelish. So if you're interested in seeing what goes into the blends, get some Compass Box stuff, get their information, and give it a blast. So I'm going to do these 3. I'm only going to do one tonight. I'm going to do the one that's called the Spice Tree. It's 46% alcohol, no colour, non-chill filtered, the works. And I'm interested to see if I can see some of those distilleries in there. And it's called the Spice Tree because they're trying to get some spiciness in it. And they're saying that's coming from the cask because a lot of the spirit in here is Glenmurray, not generally known for its spiciness. There's Dilluan and Clynelish, well, not really known for spiciness either. But But let's see. So if we had all that information, and let's see if it makes a difference. So the nose is really quite fruity for me. There's apples on there. I'm wondering if that's some of the Glenmurray shining through. Glenmurray for me, a lovely fruity single malt and sweet and appley. So that's fresh, it's fruity, there's a bit of oak on there and green apples. And it's really quite an appetizing aroma, telling you to come on and drink it. So Slange, if you're having a dram tonight, I hope you're drinking safely, I hope you're being responsible. Just having the one maybe. So I hope you're enjoying your dram, but I'm about to hopefully enjoy mine. So nice nose. So let's see what it's like on the palate, see what like a finish it is for my 8th dram of the year. Cheers. Well, I don't know what to make of that. It's not brilliant. It's not horrible. Um, there's nothing really standing out for me. It's quite a harsh finish. It's a non-age statement. I don't know how old these are. That's one of the things they don't tell you on their list is the age of the spirit in there. There's a little bit of fruit on the palate, a little bit of vanilla. There's some wood. It's quite sweet, but I have to say, I'll make sure I've got the right bottle. I have to say, it get absolutely no spices that they talk about. This spices that's supposed to be coming through, just don't get that at all. There's a sweetness there that I think may come from the French oak. I'm not sure. Tiny little bit reminiscent of the Glenlivet 15 I had recently. That was matured. Some of that was matured in French Limousin oak. So maybe that's what's coming out here for me. But I'm not getting any of the spiciness that the notes would tell me. I mean, only 4% diluent in there. It's probably not having a huge impact. Let's try it again. And no, there's not. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. You know, I love a really fruity whiskey, a long fermentation, and then American oak, and you get loads of fruit and loads of vanilla. And I'm starting to really love my Tamdus when you've got that sherry influence coming through. And I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. It's not a great finish, to be honest. It's quite a burn for me, and I don't usually get that at 46. Oh, well, is it quite young? I don't know. You know, it's not a bad dram. I could drink that. There's a slight sort of sweet raisiny finish coming through now, which is rather pleasant, but it took a long time to get there. It's that sort of, once you've drunk it and you're getting that sort of retro nasal aromas coming through later. That's quite pleasant. I'm liking that finish now. But that to me is reminiscent of a sherry cask finish, which is not really what this dram is all about. So I'm not sure what they're trying to do there. I'm not sure about that dram. I love the idea. I love the presentation. I love the sheet that I'm looking at my screen here with all the different casks and the different whiskies and the percentages in it. Love that transparency. Not certain about the prices of these drams. I haven't really looked them up. I have to be honest, I don't think I'll be going out rushing to buy one. But it was interesting to taste. So nose definitely for me just my opinion, nose more appetizing than the palates. Not a touch, sort of sulphury note, tiny bit of immaturity there. But then these dried fruits, these raisins, that sweetness is coming a little bit later and making the finish rather pleasant. So a little bit of a confusing dram for me. I'm a little bit confused about it myself. That was the Spice Tree from Compass Box. If any of you guys have had a taste, tell me what you think. Tell me your experience of it. But that was my weekend dram. That was number 8 in my series, 100 drams in 22. Probably see you Wednesday, Thursday next week. I'm away Monday, Tuesday, but teaching again, fantastic, doing what I love doing best. And so I'll be back on Wednesday or Thursday or something to see you with dram number 9. So have a great weekend, guys, whatever you're up to. Enjoy your drams, be safe, be responsible, and I'll see you all again real soon. Bye now. Whoops.